Hello everyone, welcome this channel. We are going to learn how to create a very simple application using C programming. So first we are going to look the introduction of C language, what C language is, the symbols and how to download code block. So what is C language? C language is a language model for developing computer applications for general purpose, originally developed by Denis to develop Unix operating system at Bell. Why use C language or C programming? C language was initially used for system development, particularly the program that makes up the operating system. C language was adopted as system development because it builds code that runs fast. Who uses C language? For example, operators, operating system, language compilers, assemblers, text editor, utilities, printer spoilers, network drivers, modern program, databases, language interpreters. These are examples of the usage or who uses the C programming. So every Windows application or operating system itself is developed using operating using Unix. C programming foundation consists of preprocessor functions, variables, statements and expression, comments. So C programming symbols are very important before learning how to code. So you need to understand how these symbols are used, and the names of the symbols are very important. The first one is a parenthesis or round bracket, curly braces, semicolon. Operators include addition, subtraction, and multiplication, division. So the other one is called greater. The opposite one is called less than and equal. So preprocessor is the first line of the program. It's called preprocessor command. For example, the first line you start hash include less than stdio. Std stands for standard input output, and .h is the extension. H means header. Without this code, it's impossible to execute anything. So function is the main function where the program execution begins. For example, integer main, the entry point to the endpoint called return. So C programming foundation consists variables. These serve as containers for storing data values such as integer, double, char, string. Statement is an expression. The first one is called statement. It represents a specific operation or task. For example, uh, for example, assignment statement, assigning a value such as integer x is equal to s. The second example is control flow statement, conditions such as if, else, switch, and etc. Expression is a combination of operands which calculates values. Examples include combining numerical values, evaluating conditions, calling a method. So we see now comments are important. It helps the developers and maintainers to understand the purpose and functionality of the different parts of the code. So we have essential notice before we start coding. We need to download a code block from the link in the description below, and you can also follow how to download through the video. Install the code block into the directory files. Let us see how it is done for creating your first application using code block. So we need to install code block. You can use any browser. I'm using Edge. As you can see, you can use any browser. Then you write code block in the search bar, and then the first thing you see is code block. You click the download, or you can click the link, the first link. Then under download is you click download the binary release. Under binary release, you can see different versions of operating system like Windows XP, Vista 7, 8, Windows 10, Linux, Mac OS X. So we need the first one. We click the first one. So there is something important here to understand. There is a lot of versions of code block. So the one we want is this one. This is the one we want. So you click sourceforge.com. You wait few minutes and it will start downloading. Downloading is done, I have already downloaded and installed. So you need to install. First, we create a new folder on the desktop. Right-click a blank area. Click new, then folder. Write any name you want for the project. So I'm going to write 101 task. So that's the folder I want to create for this project. So after creating the folder, you open the program code block, right click or double click, then open. Create a new project or open an existing project here, or you can click file, then new, then go to project. So you choose the template you want to use, console, application, then click go, next. So we have two options here. We need to choose C, not C++. So click next. So we have here some things to be filled in. Or write the project title. So I will write 101 task 101 task 1. Then you choose the folder or the location. So you click these four dots. Then you click desktop. You choose 101 task. 101 task. Then select the folder. After that, click next. Click finish. Then we have our first task. So sources, you click the main, double click the main, then you will see some examples. So we don't need this one. We need the one we have in our list. Okay. So I have provided 7 examples. Uh, so you can download at the you can download at the description area. So this is the task list. So the first one is this one. You copy and you copy paste. You right click copy. So these are the examples. You can also print if you want. So in here we paste the code. Then we have the first line we have include. The second one we have integer main, and then we have print. So we already have explained some of them, but we want to understand what is print. Print is used to send the output to the screen. So when you want to create or to display this information, first you need to start print it, then bracket, double quote, and then write any message that you like. So here we can write, we can delete this one. We can write our our first job. And then when you finish, uh, we have here a semicolon. This is the end of the message, okay, or the statement. And then you add this code called return 0. Then after that you build and run. So as you can see here, we have our first job. Okay, so this is what uh, this printf does. Okay, so if you want to display something, you have to uh, first put printf bracket double quote our first job, then semicolon return 0 semicolon, and that's it. You have done something. Okay, so our next task 2 is going to be this one. So now we are going to learn how to add another task while you are doing another one. So you can multitask if you want. So you click file and new, and then project, console, go, the same process. Okay, title 101 task 2, 101 task 2. So we already have the folder, so we click next, finish. So then we paste, we deleted this one, then Control V. So here we go, we have our task 2. So you have to press any key, this one, because we want to run the second one. You cannot run the second one if you did not press any key. Okay, so now we build this one and run. Okay, now it's displaying number is equal 5. Okay, so that means we use to printf number is equal. Which number? This number. This is the number it is talking about. So we are using integer number. So if you want, you can use numbers. Okay, so that's the one example. So we want to do more example. So let us do. We already have done 1 and 2. So when you have two projects in one folder, so if you open this one, you have task 1 and task 2, a different folder. So make sure each task you give a number. So in this example, we have float double. So what is the difference? Float is for decimal, and also double is for decimal, but the difference is the number. So float reaches up to 7 digits or up to 6 to 7, but double is more than 7 decimal places. So that's the only difference. So let us check this one. So click build and run. Okay. So the next example is very simple. Double click. Then we have a char. So char will only focus alphabetic order. So let us see what it does. For example, you can put Noor. So charm it will only take a character name. So the next example. So here we have a new method. So scanf. Scanf is a function that reads formatted input from the keyboard. So whatever you type from the keyboard, scan is the one which will recognize what you are going to write. Okay, and then we will put a number when we see the console. You can put any number, enter a character. Task 1, task 2, all these codes. So if you have any problem, you can comment, and if there is any error, we can help you to fix these problems. So have a nice day.